movies for a marriage, a little sex, and finally a baby. How'd you guys just piled it all into one, huh? What was that like?
I know, it is the strangest thing. Like, they're so terrified of sex for like the first 3 movies, and then suddenly like this devastating consequences of having sex once afterwards create a demon child. It's probably what my parents thought.
What was tonight like, if you compare it to the first one, and you look at how this has grown and how crazy it's gotten?
It's just ridiculous. I mean, like, it kind of grew very, very quickly on the first one. I mean, there was literally a period of 2 weeks where it exploded, and then suddenly, like, everyone knows who you are, everyone knows what Twilight is, and then just to think that it's at the same level of intensity, people are still, like, obsessing over, people are still so happy to see people from the cast when they come. It's kind of amazing.
Can we just say that's your girl now? Can we just say, hey, there you go, that's his girl? Can we just say that now? No.
So ridiculous.
Tell me about the dress, because that is something else. That dress is something else.
Thanks, man. I don't know. It's Jay Mandel, and I liked it. That's usually as far as it goes with me.
Wait a long time for these movies just for a kiss, and now we get marriage, baby, sex, all in one. I mean, it's a little over the top for us, huh?
I know. Everything comes to fruition. It's the big payoff. Yeah, so hopefully people are into it.
Is it weird jumping back into the vampire world after leaving Snow White? Is it like 1 minute you're Snow White, and just yesterday I was talking to Mark Steinis today in the makeup room about Snow White. Is it weird jumping from the one world to another?
Yeah, it is actually. It's strange because literally I work constantly on that movie, and this has it is surreal to go back and forth, to be honest, because it's funny, in these interviews there's room for lots of reflection, and suddenly you have all of these memories flooding back, and you're in the middle of another completely different experience, and it is interesting. It's definitely eye-opening. It's in a good way. Yeah.
Have you gotten to a point where you can kind of digest this now and enjoy it, because it's still, I mean, it's crazy out here?
Yeah, no, I can definitely enjoy it. I mean, I think you don't have to be sort of a sociopath not to be affected by an energy that so many people share, you know? And the reason they're fans is because we have a serious common ground. Like, we're the same, so it feels good to have everyone around.
Last thing. This is a more adult Twilight, and it gets a little steamy. How was it shooting those steamy scenes, and how do you think the fans will react to them?
I hope they like it. I don't know. It was I know it's the most common answer. Oh, it was kind of awkward. But to be honest, I could not do any of my off-camera for Rob. I could not sit there and go like, oh yeah. I was just like, you're on your own, buddy. So it was fun, but at the same time, you know, awkward. Yeah, as sex scenes tend to be sometimes.
Gotta ask you something.
Yeah.
3.5 years ago, I talked to you on the MTV Movie Awards red carpet, and you're chilling, you're hanging out.
Yeah.
How much has your life changed since then, and how different is it like tonight?
It has and it hasn't. I mean, my normal life is the same, but this world is completely different. But it's absolutely amazing. I wouldn't take back a thing. I never thought I'd be standing here today, that's for sure.
What is it like going from your own movie that you headlined to coming back into this mix where you're part of an ensemble?
I love it because, I mean, this is my family, so it's great to go off and do different things and challenge ourselves as actors, but then come back and be comfortable in our own skin with each other. It's really like, you know, we're uniting with the family.
We had to wait 3 movies for a wedding. Then we get a little sex and a baby all in one movie. It's kind of crazy.
There's a lot in this movie. It's like it's been building up the past 3 movies, and in this movie we just let it all out. Everything. You will see everything.
Will you miss it?
Of course I will. I mean, it was a bittersweet feeling finishing, because it's exciting to be able to move on and release these movies, but at the same time it was a huge bummer because like I said, we're family and we have a lot of fun making these things.
It just gets more and more crazy, and I love it. It's one of those things where you don't think the next year can ever top the year before. And now there's 1,400 fans out there that have been camping out in Tent City. It's just really special to be a part of something, and I can only imagine what the last movie's going to entail.
What is tonight like compared to the others, and how does tonight compare to the others?
Well, one, I actually haven't seen this film, and I've seen all the others, so I'm very excited to see it as well. I feel like I'm kind of just in the same position that the fans are tonight, and they're really excited to see what we've done and what Bill Condon has kind of created. I will say it always surprises me when I hear that people have been camping out for 5 days, and that's always amazing. And we've had this incredible fan base from the very beginning, but it still just amazes me that they're still just as passionate as they were from day one.